What's up, douche Bigelow?
Line up, you fucking nerds. Who wants a shot at the champ?
Whoa!
Negotiate something.
Welcome back to the Nerdery.
Hi.
I'm JD.
I'm Jimmy.
And Chris.
And Steven.
And Lewis.
Oh, and we're old.
Yes.
We are.
We all raced here on our motor scooters.
I got a hover round. I got the name
You
brand.
got a hover round?
Yeah.
You got with your insurance company on that, didn't you?
No,
You stole it.
You stole it?
I parted out the race car for it.
Damn it, I got a rascal.
What it was, this other old guy was just getting up to walk away, and I saw him slide right in.
I need to see if I can trade somebody for my rascal. Get a hover round. That would be awesome.
I just took my chair and hooked it to the hoverboard.
Oh, okay. You have one of those? I thought those came out back when Back to the Future Part 2. Yeah. Did they perfect that shit?
No.
Hell no.
So what are we talking about tonight, gentlemen?
Comics, anime, video games.
The usual shit.
What we do every Sunday?
Try to take
Try
over
to
the
take
world.
over the world.
That's right.
That's right.
With comics.
I gotta do stuff over here. There we go.
Apparently, JD has the Animatrix playing in the background tonight, so...
Which is awesome if you haven't seen it.
Yes, the Animatrix is pretty fucking awesome. That's probably one of the best parts of the Matrix.
It is the best
anthology.
part of the Matrix.
Aside from the first movie. I thought the first movie was good because there was a lot to explain, and they kind of left some stuff open, but, no penis, thankfully. We're not,
He loves it though.
he loves the penis.
Yes, he does. Unless it's from a bitch.
It's only that bitch screw it.
If the bitch grows a dick, we're leaving the room.
dicks. That ain't right.
Yeah. They should have started out with vanilla.
Before we get any further, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to our sponsors, Captain Jack's Elixirs over in Baytown, phone number 281-837-3543, website CaptainJacksElixirs.com, and Toxic City Comics. They're down in Lamar, phone number 409-229-1295, website, of course, ToxicCityComics.com, and you'll find both of those websites and their logos on our website, and of course, click the logo, it'll take you right there.
Some awesome guys. They got some great organization in their shop. If you can't find it, they'll help you find it.
That's right, and if they don't have it, they will get it for you.
Yes.
Outside of that, what do we got? Steve and I have two joint reviews.
Yes.
Aloha Hawaiian Dick and Captain America Road to War #1. I actually didn't read that one. That's all you.
All right.
I didn't get to that one. I have Baltimore Empty Graves #1.
Nice.
These three, of course, brought to you completely by Toxic City. I have Lois and Clark #7. Think Tank #1. Yes, I finally got it.
There you go.
And I have the first volume of Preacher. Yes, I finished it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, I've got the Unbelievable Gwenpool #1, because I'm going to give my review on this one. And I've got Harley Quinn Gang of Harleys #1. So, that's what I've got.
Well, obviously, I have Captain America #1. I'm also going to be reviewing Assassination Classroom. And going back classic, I went back and started rewatching all of Gundam Wing.
Oh, wow.
Nice. So we're both throwing back on our anime.
Well, actually, I guess I could say I'm probably like 2 movies away from finishing Dragon Ball Z. So,
Nice.
Wow.
I went back and watched all that. That was insane.
Yeah, that's
I'm saying how long it took.
Well, bear in mind, I picked up where I left off. It was like right after Cell Saga. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, and I didn't have a lot to watch, but yeah, it was pretty cool. And yeah, I can thank the guys at Team 4-Star for that, for their Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I started back on it again.
So how did you finally become Super Saiyan? I want it!
No, it's all about Nappa. Even when the motherfucker's dead, he still shows up as a ghost.
I haven't seen that
You
many.
haven't seen
That many of
you
the
haven't seen
episodes.
the Nap
I've seen
episodes?
like
Oh my
I've seen like
God.
half of the movies, and it's weird. My abridged sections that I've seen.
Him and Vegeta are on their way to Earth, and Nappa just keeps asking him,
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Yes, I have seen those
Yeah.
episodes.
All right, so who wants to kick this shindig off?
Oh, me and Chris haven't said what we got on our menu.
Go ahead.
I have Uncanny X-Men number 5. As soon as I finish it, Spider-Man Deadpool number 2. My review of Anime Tokyo Ghoul. Yes, I finished it, both seasons. And my gaming review for Smite.
Very nice, very nice. I only got 2 episodes, so that's it of anime. As I had done much of nothing, but I did post a video up on YouTube recently. Go check it out. It's an unboxing of this month's Collector Core. I got.
Open up another window and watch it simultaneously while you're watching us.
I got the latest episode of 100 and the latest episode of Service, and a gaming review. Possibly Jimmy will join me on this because I know he's playing it. The Lego Marvel's Avengers.
Actually, I think Lewis is playing that more than I am.
I think that's a bust.
I went and bought the game the week it came out. I haven't even finished the first level.
Jeez.
I was more amped about my.
We can get Jimmy's first look. We can get Jimmy's first look with me with my review. How about that? There we go.
I like it.
There we go.
Hey, but I did 100% Lego Marvel
Okay.
superheroes.
Very
I did 100% that.
Very nice.
And by the way, since we have discussed it, I got to show it off because it finally came in.
The Voltron.
No, that is not Voltron.
It's not Voltron. No.
Fail!
This is actually the original Go Lions.
Go Lions,
And it
man.
actually does glow in the dark and all that.
All that. All that.
Oh, that ass.
Later on became Voltron. Okay.
It did become Voltron.
But yeah, new script, new story.
Hey, I'm younger. Okay. Leave me alone.
It was later repurposed as Voltron.
There you go. There you go. It was upcycled, as
you
my
go.
wife would say.
It was what?
It was upcycled.
Upcycled?
It was
Voltron is
it was the anime formerly known as
Voltron.
Go Lions.
Go Lions. Yeah.
So Voltron is pretty much the Kmart version. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
let's not equate it to GoBots.
Damn.
I'm sorry, I just had to put in a Clerks 2 reference.
Oh man. Well, I'm going to start off, I guess.
Go for it.
Yeah, nobody else spoke up. So, the unbelievable Gwenpool number 1. Yeah, you got me to laugh. There we go.
Gotcha.
The unbelievable Gwenpool number 1. This is the Scotty Young variant, which a couple of the other guys here are floating around with that cover. Really cool. I have some answers as to the mysteries of her origin, even though she decides not to go into the origin story as she explains to the reader. Apparently, she's breaking the fourth wall, much like Deadpool would, but in a different way. She is from the real world.
Our world.
Yes, our world. So she is a reader of comics that got zapped into the Marvel Universe somehow and decides to become a superhero.
Damn.
This is a very interesting story. She starts it off with basically thwarting a bank robbery while she's trying to open a bank account with a bag full of cash. Yeah, duffel bag full of cash. Well, what about this other duffel bag? Oh, that's. Don't worry about the other duffel bag. I just need the one, because the other duffel bag was full of her costume and gear. So,
And lots of guns.
yes,
Guns.
And her origin. Well, they really haven't gone into the origin of her being there, but her origin, as far as being in the Marvel Universe, is she gets arrested after thwarting these bad guys, these bank robbers, along with this hacker that was teamed up with them, and they're riding along in the squad car, and the cop driving basically passes the torch to her. She's like, really? I refuse to have the torch passed. The cop is like, yeah, but you went in there and you took these guys out. This was an easy day for me. Could you imagine if it was the Absorbing Man? I mean, fuck, I probably could have died. I'm taking your bag full of cash and I'm getting the fuck out, and it's your duty to go ahead and fight crime. So she's like, all right, well, you're gonna give me the cop car, right? And he basically next thing you know, you see her driving along with the hacker in the cop car, cop nowhere to be seen. Just took off the bag of cash. So this title I would not suggest for a younger audience because there is some blood and gore. It's kind of surprising, but for the mature female audience, I would say it's pretty fucking awesome. I think she's going to be a great character. I would love to see a crossover with her and Deadpool. I'm looking forward to that because I think that would be very interesting. He'd probably have some jokes to crack about her biting off his costume, considering she's a comic book reader. She makes note of that, saying, well, I've read tons of these books about this universe before, and this is how things go. So, really interesting book. I'm going to give it a 4.5 chimichangas, and I'll probably be picking up the second issue because it's pretty madcap.
Nice.
Harley Quinn, Gang of Harley's #1 of 6.
Oh yeah.
This is a limited series, 1 of 6, so not a big investment. And you're looking at $3.99 cover price, so that's good that it's not a big investment because that's money. It's like $4 an issue. I liked it. I thought it was really cool. Focused on her gang a little bit more than her, but they go through the trials and tribulations of being her gang, and she's kind of testing them in this issue. I don't want to go into too much detail because there is a gentleman here who owns a copy of it but has not received it back yet.
She's still reading it.
Patty, read it and get Chris's copy back, okay?
Chris.
I'm sorry, not
Oh, felt Jimmy.
long day.
Patty. I need to bend you over this knee and spank that ass. You need to read that damn thing.
Okay, as long as you were talking about her, not me.
Oh, that's been done. Oh! Remember, twice.
I slept next to you, okay?
Ah, okay.
There's a difference.
Oh, so you don't remember?
I knew it was
Wonder why I woke up. Man, that was a long night.
I knew it.
Wow.
Come on.
So anyway,
He's laughing inside.
Harley Quinn, Gang of Harley's #1. Folks.
There it is.
We got your smile.
It's fucked up. Alright, so this focuses on her gang. You get a lot of introduction on her gang and who they are, where they're from, and what they're doing. She basically puts them through a test to try and find her because she's been kidnapped by some of her friends, and her gang members don't know. So they're basically trying to find her. You get an introduction at the end of this to Harley Sin, which apparently is a new character. I don't know how to feel about that, but I might check it out. I mean, this is a limited issue, or limited series, 6 issues.
Is it only going 6?
Yeah,
so
it's
look at
6
okay.
minutes. So I am going to probably pick up the second issue. I'll
Give it a chance.
Yeah, I'll give it a chance. I think it's worth it. I'm going to give it 4 chimichangas.
I can tell you, I'm going to pick them up for sure. I mean, especially because it is a small investment. 6 issues, you get to really, and like we were discussing, it's
You get to see
the other side.
You get to see Harley Quinn, group up with all these people, and basically they've gone to New York.
Hold it in, Chris. Hold it in.
They've gone to New York, and they are trying to be superheroes, trying their best.
Is it New York or is it still Coney Island?
It's well, I guess it's Coney Island.
Okay.
So it is part of the New
Because
York area.
Black Bug, she's based in Coney Island.
Yeah,
And I think
it's
the same.
part of the New York area.
Okay.
So so that they are not in Gotham, they are in New York. And yes, that tells you that New York exists in the DC universe.
I know.
But yeah, I'm gonna give it 4 chimichangas, and I'm gonna move it on to whoever wants next.
I'll go and go next. All
I
right,
have
so
no idea what these fuckers are laughing about.
I'm just laughing I didn't do it.
that means the hashtag's going out somewhere else.
Oh, no, I'm on Facebook. No.
All right. So first, the Captain America #1, Road to War. I actually really enjoyed the comic.
And you said it's multiple parts.
It is multiple parts. So you get your first story, which is going through the New Avengers. And you get Scarlet and Cap talking about what they think about the New Avengers, their current view, who they're kind of worried about. You see them get to go after their first dealing. So the first time these New Avengers assemble and actually go attack something. Then you get something really cool. They flip back to a retro comic. So you get to go back and see Iron Man versus the Hunter. You get to see Giant Man pop in. You get to see Wasp pop in.
Craven.
You get to see the Chameleon pop in. So you actually get to go back and it's a complete edition of the old school comic. Loved it. That really reminded me of going back when we used to get 2 comics per. Absolutely awesome. 5 Ninja Scrolls. Pick it up. Definitely worth it.
Oh, like the Marvel Presents series where it would be a flip.
Except it's a flip back to an old comic. So you get to see all that old style. I mean, all the way back to when they flew, that they actually drew in all the swoosh.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it all. I mean, back to that style, which was absolutely awesome.
The original Kirby-esque stuff.
The other one I'm going to review, which is a joint review,
Aloha Hawaiian Dick.
Yeah. Aloha Hawaiian Dick. All right.
Now, did you finish it?
Roughly, and I do mean I forced myself to make it through this.
Wow.
The art is so hokey in this thing, it makes it hard to read.
They tried so hard to pull back to an old style. The problem is they did an absolutely horrible job.
Yeah.
To the point I even made a comment to him of, there's a blonde girl in there. Instead of back in the old comics, you'd still get some lines in there. They're showing some detail. This is just, all right, let's draw some lines around, throw blonde at it. Okay, it's hair. I mean, it is really horrible.
It is silhouette with hair.
Yeah, it's horrible drawing that absolutely, and it makes it really hard to go through.
It is. It does, and the plot itself is very hard to follow already.
And it is very much like the drawing. It is hokey and everything you would expect from a base comic of somebody just starting.
Yeah. Now I did find out that this is a continuation of an older series. And for those fans of that original series, just for them, I'm going to give it a cape. Outside of that, for a new reader, new to the series, I really don't have any incentive for you to get it.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm giving you 5 negative Ninja Scrolls.
Whoa. Holy shit!
This is the first time in a comic I've literally had to truly force myself to finish and not just throw it.
Yeah.
Wow. Terrible. Not worth my time at all.
See who's the distro?
It's Image. It's
Image, which is
Bird of
surprising.
Paradise mystery.
Because I usually like most of Image comics. I really do.
I do too.
And that's the first time I've hated it. I mean, I literally hate the comic. It's worthless to me.
But the cover seemed intriguing. It looked like something different. Okay, yeah, let me see what this is about.
And I do like the murder mystery and stuff like that. I mean, I used to read those a lot.
I did too.
But that is definitely not on my list of anything worth reading. The last one I'm going to review is Assassination Classroom, because I finally got to go through the whole thing. Me and my daughter sat down and watched it all. Hilarious.
Nice.
Hilarious. Of course, I can't wait till they put out the next part of it, because I'm at a stopping point now. Absolutely 5 Ninja Scrolls. I laughed. It gets very deep. It actually pulls into...
That's what she said.
Well, it is a tentacle. It is a tentacle monster that goes Mach 20 at that. Think about that one. But really, it was an awesome anime. It's one you can
What's the rating on this?
I know, rare for me.
We're explicit.
5 Ninja Scrolls.
No.
Oh no!
What's the rating on this?
Children friendly.
Okay.
Absolutely children friendly. It does not go into tentacle sex or any of that.
Good.
There's no fan service.
No fan service at all.
Okay.
At all.
So even though there's a tentacle monster,
there is a tentacle monster,
Calm down, Jimmy.
but no fan
not as
service.
bad as you think.
Pump the brakes, Jimmy.
Of course. All right. So I'm gonna go into what the basis of it is.
You just gave him a goal for the rest of the night. I'm just telling you that.
A monster has destroyed literally 70% of the moon. And his agreement is that he's going to go teach basically the worst class, which is the E class. It's 3E. He'll go teach that class, and if that class can manage to kill him, then he won't destroy the Earth. So he's literally sitting in this class, and he is a teacher. I mean, he's really a good teacher. Being that I do teach for a living, I'm actually impressed by some of the stuff they used for that idea. But the kids are constantly trying to figure out ways to kill him. Well, throughout all of this that they're trying to do, this assassinations, they're actually becoming better. Not just physically in the ability to do things, but their mental focus is going out. So they come up with these amazing, inventive ways of trying to kill this guy. So, absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Like I said, 5 Ninja Scrolls. Definitely watch it. It is worth it. I think even JD would like it.
It sounds kind of like harkening back to an older series, and if I were to watch it, or if I were to name it, sounds like I would name it GTTM.
Yes, it does have some similarities.
Great Teacher Tentacle Monster.
It does have similarities to some older series.
GTO, it's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
But yes,
one of my favorite animes.
You would definitely, I mean, I don't think anybody could dislike it. It is a really good anime. And that's it for me.
Nice. I'll take over. Very short. Episode number 3 of 100 and Cerebus. I'll start with 100. It's going along somewhat now generic.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Katrina.
So.
And we're all doing great, Katrina.
Hi, Katrina. Hi. It's somewhat going generic.
That's not good.
The fan service and the comedy, it's there, it's good, but it's the same old. So, I'm not necessarily gotten bored yet, but I'm worried that I will get bored later. The later episodes, I'm still going to watch it. Good action, very funny. They're going over still the main character. He's still fighting on the team of nothing but girls, of course. He's fighting with them, but then, they finally decided to take him out and going to the city to fight the Savage. They finally introduced the Savage. It's basically the bad guys / the monsters in the anime. But they only go over one, so they haven't gone over everything yet. They only go over one. They defeat it. They had a little trouble, but they learned, though, that they can work together very, very well. So, slight little good moral of the story. A lot of boob grabbing. Good stuff. That's my thing. Just like that. There you go. Of course. But for this episode, I'll give it a 4 joysticks. I am a little worried with where it's going. Of course, I'm going to keep watching it, and I'll keep you updated with the next episodes. Cerebus, also episode number 3. That one, it's odd. They're finally getting into in the character for the main character. Everybody's realizing how young-minded he is, and they sort of make fun of it, how young-minded they're figuring out this main character is, and the fact that he has a lot of training to do to get level up basically and get all badass to defeat the final bad guy. But it's still really cool. Has a lot of elements of old school tales of fire, ice, swords, sorcery, all kinds of it. It's everywhere. It's awesome.
Sounds metal.
Yes, it's very metal, actually. Very, very metal. Now they play. It's good. Hey, good opening music. It's awesome. Speaking of, it's almost metal.
Way back, well, even though nobody can see her, but the cats.
What the? But yeah. Hi, Anna. This episode I'll give it a 4.5. I'm definitely going to continue to watch this one also. Let's see, the Myriad Colors Phantom World. I didn't even watch any episodes this past week. I was just busy. Oh well. Moving on to one game. Marvel's. This is on PS4 though. Lego's Marvel. Is this Avengers or is this a different?
It's Lego Marvel Avengers.
Lego Marvel Avengers.
And it's kind of got the Age of Ultron.
It takes place around that, through that, and it's basically a first look from me as well. First look from Jimmy. But Jimmy, you played the Avengers. The other one, or was
I played the Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Superheroes.
And I did 100% that one.
How do you compare it to this?
As far as gameplay, I think they've ramped up just a little bit. I do like their games. If you're a fan of games where you go around and collecting stuff, Lego games are awesome on consoles. I mean, they're great.
Especially if you're a completionist.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Yes. I went out of my way to 100% Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Their mobile freemium games are actually pretty good too.
Yeah, they are. But Hey, I thought it was really cool. I had to get it because I'm kind of a Lego fanatic, and the pre-order exclusive was a Iron Man you can't get anywhere else. So I had to get the Silver Centurion Iron Man that came with it.
Nice.
Which the face of Tony Stark in that minifig actually has a bruised face on one side.
Oh,
so it's a double-sided head. He's got a black eye on one side, so he's a little beat up. A little beat up, which was really cool.
What do you give it so far as a first look?
As a first look, I'd say it's everything I expected a Lego game to be, and I need to sit down and play it some more, and I am looking forward. I've seen some screenshots of some of the characters, so you're looking at current Marvel characters like Lady Thor, Jane Foster Thor is in there. You've probably got some X-Men in there, of course.
Yes, there are.
And you, I don't know, man. I mean, it looks amazing.
What do you give it?
I would say just first look, 4.5. Jimmy
4.5. I'm gonna have to give it the exact same. I felt the same way about the game, but I haven't played any of the other Lego games though. I haven't played none of them.
I played all the Star Wars.
Nice.
New and old.
That new one's coming out.
I played the freemium mobile game.
Yeah, for The Force Awakens.
Yes. How about we get a review from you on that when that comes out?
The Force Awakens.
If you get it, yes.
I stay away from Lego Star Wars. There's just too much shit for that.
Dude, you have no idea. In the first 3 episodes, it took me 2 weeks to 100% it. There was that much stuff in it.
I'm just talking about the sets. I stay away from them.
Oh yeah, the sets. No, I don't.
I don't do that.
Too much shit out there.
I've got a nice little collection going up on top of the shelf over there.
You have to complete stuff to collect it all, but you got to complete that, and then
it was like that.
It was like that in the Lego games. You had like certain missions. You'd only collect a piece of a certain set.
Yeah.
So you'd have to go around and make sure you get all.
In real life, it's like collecting Pokemon. Only you got to spend a shit ton of money.
I as well give it a 4.5 so far. I mean, I've gotten through, I think, the 9th level, something like that. It's fun as hell, and it's goofy.
Their games are known for that.
It's goofy as shit.
Every character has a special ability, and the game forces you to use those characters in order to complete a mission, find stuff.
Together.
Yes,
together.
It's about teamwork.
It makes you make them work together.
And you can do a multiplayer on this. So if you have a friend of yours, or a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whatever you want to sit down and play with, it's great for that. And
if you don't play, but your significant other does, he needs a healer.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Now we were talking about anime briefly. I did forget to touch on Dragon Ball Z. I have been trying to catch up on that, and I think I was before I stopped watching. Before I came here, I was at Bio Broly. The movie.
Oh shit!
It was like the third Broly movie.
That monstrosity.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like
it really
Cooler's return. Cooler's revenge.
I just love Broly. Like the actual backstory to Broly.
I'm with you on that one. Broly was
like from
awesome.
birth. He hated Kakarot because he was just so much more powerful.
He's the only one to make him cry. Yeah, that was it. That's the only reason Broly needed.
Well, Broly was actually the most powerful Saiyan ever born. Like at his birth, he was the most powerful Saiyan ever, and was by Vegeta's father was actually committed to be killed. Because Vegeta's father was like, no, we have to kill him. He's a threat. And you find out in the first Broly movie that he is like the ultimate threat. Like the movie starts out with him basically snuffing out a galaxy. So it's pretty fucking ridiculous.
He was the only one born as a Super Saiyan, I think.
I don't know about born as a Super Saiyan, but his power levels were exceeded beyond.
Okay, it's been a while. Yeah. I'm sorry, it's been a while.
But yeah, he was the most powerful Super Saiyan, I guess, until Goku used like Vegeta, Gohan, and Trunks' powers to whoop his ass.
The man behind the curtain.
The Broly abridged movie. Just for the cheeks, Gohan. Take one for the team.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I wanted to also bring up Dragon Ball Z because I thought of a perfect cosplay for Chris here. All we got to do is give him a fake white beard, some sunglasses, and a tortoise shell, and he could play Master Roshi.
Dude, you could do Popo too.
Yeah, you could probably do Popo.
The abridged version of Popo.
Yeah.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. like sitting there on the lookout.
Man, I'd
looking
still
at the tiles.
rather go as Jiraiya.
Jiraiya? Well,
Pervy Sage.
Yeah,
Pervy Sage.
I'd be off to see you do it. So what I'm saying.
I think I'm gonna look at doing that for
Man,
the
but
next
can you imagine
anime
him with
series.
that much hair?
You have to get him a wig.
That's...
We tried to get Lewis a wig, all anime Matsuri, and he wouldn't do it.
The pinky one.
Oh, wow.
No, what's even worse is that the person who was running that booth was trying to sneak it in too. Was trying to help him with that. I was like,
That was funny.
You want to sell their wares. Sorry about that, folks. But yeah, if you want to check out Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball GT, God forbid, you can check those out on Funimation, and they've got them all listed on there, including the movies. So yeah, definitely check it out.
You had another review.
All right, and I'll make this very quick. All right, so I went back to watching Gundam Wing again.
Yes.
Which is something from my childhood. And in fact, I'm almost through with it again. And going back and remembering the writing that was actually put into Gundam Wing and the story that went with it, I've got to go back and give it 5 Ninja Scrolls again. Because I forgot how much story was really involved in Gundam Wing.
See,
And then next is going to be Gundam Seed.
I couldn't do Gundam Seed, man. Of all the mechs, I felt there was too much involving in it.
Sadly, those are the only 2 series you can really find, unless you want to.
Because they're the most popular.
Well, unless you want to invest some serious money, because a lot of the Universal Century stuff, like the original series and everything that entails in that, Bandai's not releasing it. So if you want to find it online, you're looking at like $150, $200.
Gotta know where to download.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah, or that.
You know, if Bandai ain't gonna release it, and you gotta go pay an arm and a leg, go find it illegally.
Sorry guys, I teach computers for a living. I'm cheap. I'll download it.
Well, no, I mean, you want to talk about another series that had a lot of story to it. G Gundam was another one.
I have that one too.
Yeah, no, I downloaded it to my laptop from your hard
That's
drive.
right, you did. You did.
G Gundam
And all of Thundercats.
Oh shit.
But yeah, Gundam Wing, that was the only one to really make it to Cartoon Network.
Yes,
And,
it wasn't all Cartoon Network.
Freaking Toonami.
Toonami ended up pulling back original Gundam for a little while. It just didn't last.
Yeah, I did.
Nobody had an interest, and I go back and look at the Universal Century stuff, the original Gundam stuff, and I love it.
Yeah,
it was great.
I think
it was
it's
awesome.
got a great message. I love the character development, and there's always some sort of action going on in every episode.
It's actually, and what's actually really good is that how much they furthered the character development as that particular set of characters went on to later series.
Like Z Gundam,
Z Gundam, and the Zeta Gundam, and all that. I'm okay to start mine?
Yeah, go for it, man. I'm sorry.
All right. Now that we're talking about anime, I'm going to do my anime review first. Tokyo Ghoul. I actually finished both seasons per Chris. And I got to tell you, it questions your sanity. It
fucked off.
It is
insanity.
Huh?
Your insanity?
Well, your sanity. Well, yeah, my insanity or sanity. You know.
Both.
Yeah.
It was just so fucked off. It was awesome. Like that's how it was. It was so fucked off that it was awesome.
It was a jaw dropper.
It really was, and especially when you get into those later episodes with season 1, and you actually physically see, well, not physically, but you actually see the torture of the main character. That was just, wow. That really did blow my mind.
See how he took it in and he embraced it?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
But he did it.
He used it though.
Yeah, but he used it. He saw the purpose behind the insanity. He saw how Jason survived it, and that's how he embraced it. Now the number thing, I don't think I'll ever be able to look at that.
No, that's
or ever think about. Yeah, the whole popping the finger thing. Like I never realized why that character did it until those particular episodes. I'm like, oh,
counting.
Yep, the counting thing.
And every once in a while he'll see him pop because he might be talking about something,
but he's
still constantly counting all the time. It goes over that in the manga.
Oh yeah, my sister told me that.
Original character, that character is just constantly just.
Actually,
counting,
my sister showed me. I think it was the 6th one. And I think in the manga that was around the time he was doing that.
That just came out.
Was it number 6?
Well, we do have to do his reviews too. So.
No, he already did his review.
Oh, we did?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did.
It is.
Oh crap.
It is.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
But-
Normally you go
yeah.
first. But she showed me one where Jason was constantly
It was 5. Yeah.
or 5 or something. You know,
Yeah.
whatever, whichever one that she took from the library, and he was doing that, and just the picture of it while him still counting and picking up the tools. I'm like,
Mhm.
Hey, nah.
It's messed up.
Nuh-uh.
What do you give it?
I give it 5+ Gray Skulls.
There we go.
I cannot wait for season 3.
That's
Season
three.
Absolutely
That
fine,
is
man.
3 sets of 5+ ratings people on that anime. Come on.
and also the intro song of the first season
Oh, yeah.
was awesome. And matter of fact, I posted it being played on a piano
Oh, yeah.
for both of you guys. Now that is some hand movement, but they're very awesome, 5+. My gaming review for Smite. I personally am not a MOBA player. I'm not. I did WoW. I did EverQuack. EverQuack.
You can call it EverQuack.
Quack. Damn it. But I never did MOBAs. Chris tried to get me to play League. Wouldn't download on my computer, so I said screw it.
Hashtag dinosaur age.
But I have to say, I've been playing the shit out of Smite here lately. For the past 3 days, I've been playing nothing but Smite. And
You're welcome. Hey.
yeah, just the amount of ability you can do and everything that you can do in the game, the different modes, it's awesome. It's very playable. It's very friendly. The only thing I recommend to new players is that do your research on YouTube. Find a character you like.
Oh, you already figured it out. Yeah.
Find the style that you like, or styles that you play in your games. Find a character. Do some research on builds for them. And what I mean by builds is that there's objects you can buy within the game to make your characters better. Better damage, better defense, make them a life. Just a life absorbent, a life steal character. And just find out what that character excels at and see if it fits your style. Definitely do your research. I mean, if you want to go ahead and invest $30 in the Founders Pack to unlock all the gods, so you can just have,
Which is what I did.
so you can have infinite, you can just go and play with whatever you want. They do give you 8 gods for free, and they do rotate gods. 2 free gods, I think it's every 2 weeks or every month. They give you...
Every month they all rotate.
They all rotate. When I first started, I was playing Thor, and I finally went and put $8 in so I can buy 2 new gods, and I got Odin, and that's who I've been playing as. And today I went 15-2
Yeah.
on Joust.
Odin's a little OP on any of those game modes.
Oh, I found out the right build for him to be just the right amount of damage output. I give Smite 5 Gray Skulls. It's very easy. It's very, very accessible. It's very playable, and it's free on the PSN and Xbox.
Bam. Very nice.
All
Mr. Priz.
Think Tank number 1. I'm gonna fuck up the rating scale. I can't give this thing enough capes. It's so cool to see David Lawrence back and fucking shit up for the government while he works for them. He takes down power in New York City just for fun. Just for fucking fun.
Just as he can.
Yeah, just because he was bored.
What are they going to do? Slap him on the wrist?
Yeah, put him in prison. He's pretty much already a prisoner. It doesn't really matter. But from reading the original run and reading this one, you can tell how much Matt Hawkins has grown as a writer. And there are so many more layers to it now than there were. And Think Tank already had a lot of intellectual layers to it. There's at least triple the amount now.
Wow.
It's amazing. And I'm so happy to see this character come back. And we've been waiting a while.
Yeah.
And I can't rate this high enough.
Sorry, I had to pass something to you.
Who did it?
I don't want to interrupt if you want to just look at it and go back to it later, but yeah, that's our
and by the way,
our winner from last year.
Oh.
Yes, that's Little Home Dude.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, he is listening to us right now and playing some Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Fucking A, dude.
Aaron.
Fucking A, man.
Aaron.
Yes.
Aaron.
Yes.
how you doing, man?
Thank you,
All
man.
right.
Thank you continuously, man.
Yes.
Don't lose your life to Bethesda.
I'm pretty sure he passed out more of our business cards last year than we did.
I believe so.
He did. No, he came back to me and asked me for more so he could pass out cards. So,
But yeah, Think Tank number 1. volume, I guess this would be volume 3, second run. 5 capes. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a 5 for the rest of the guys here. Even though they haven't read it, it's just that good.
As
Because if you don't read Matt Hawkins,
You suck! Superman, Lois, and Clark, I was actually about to drop this title until this issue.
Whoa.
John, Lois and Clark's son, is now fully aware that he has powers, but he doesn't know how. He doesn't know who his father really is. And then, of course, him and Lois are in this really, really bad situation. And out of nowhere, here comes Clark in his all-black Superman get-up, kind of like this one, and scoops him up and takes off. And John's freaking out. Are you like Superman or somebody? And the S on your chest is like him, but you're not him. And he gets all mad because they tell him, that it's complicated. Well, anytime, parents say it's complicated, it means they just don't want to talk about it. He's all upset and everything, but he's not upset because they didn't tell him that Clark was Superman. They're upset because they didn't tell him, hey, you might have powers too. Yeah, he walked through a incinerated building.
Kind of dropped the ball there.
Yeah. Grabbed a flaming hot metal door, glowing hot metal door, and just threw it. Broke locks, hinges, door frame, all of it. Just. So yeah, he's upset about that. Understandable. But yeah,
we didn't know you were going to have powers.
And that's exactly it. They didn't know.
We didn't know you were going to be like Gohan from Dragon Ball Z.
But yeah, I got to give it up to Dan Jurgens, one of my favorite DC writers. He knows just how to set the hook and keep me on the line just long enough to give it another pop and get me back in. So yeah, 5 capes on that one. And I believe the last issue I actually only gave 3.5.
Mm-hmm. So you ramped it back up.
Yeah, it's back up. I loved it. Apparently I'm not dropping this title. And the last one from Toxic City, Baltimore Empty Graves #1. Now this is another continuation of an older series. This is dealing with. I'm not sure if it's zombies. There's a lot of witchcraft going on.
I noticed Mike Mignola's involved in this.
Yes, that is definitely his art. You can easily tell that that's his style at a glance.
That's of Hellboy fame, so he's the creator of Hellboy, if you guys don't know.
Gotham by Gaslight.
Gotham by Gaslight. He was one of the co-creators on that one.
Yes.
Which is cool because on one of the buildings on the cover, you actually see his name.
Mignola. It's
like on a billboard at the side of the building.
Yeah, it's a name of a company. But yeah, this is actually pretty cool. The story's a little out there, and if you haven't read any more of the Baltimore series, because apparently there's been a whole lot before this one. If you haven't read any of those other volumes, you are going to miss out a little bit, but it does a lot to catch you up. I would recommend it for anybody who's into the occult stuff, magic, zombies or anything like that. Highly recommend it. I'm giving it 5 capes, and it does kind of leave you in the dark on where all these people are, what's going on, but it's still good. I still liked it. And I'm still going to get issue 2.
It is a book you can jump in on and kind of get the gist of what's going on.
Yeah, okay. You get enough you get all the vital information.
Okay.
And I'll also have Preacher Volume 1, but I'm actually going to save that review for the very beginning of Part 2 because we have news on this particular title.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey.
And real quick before we go. This came out, I think, either last week or the week before, the Captain America 75th Anniversary Magazine, which gives you a great little history on who Captain America is, where he came from, what he's gone through.
Nice.
And probably even a primer for Civil War, which was
yes. And you can see, this is not a small thing. They're free. Go to a comic book store, get one.
Get them before they're gone.
Yeah. Because they will be limited printing. But we're almost out of time. We're down to like 30 seconds. Stick around. We'll be back in a flash with more of this trash.
Shut up, damn it!
And for those of you watching,
hang tight.
Stay with us. We're going to be here.
My back hurts. Oh.
You need some ibuprofen.
Viagra. No, because then I'll walk with like this weird straight leg and
Exactly. Fix your back.
Chris, I think we already decided he does not need to have a raging heart on in the middle of this.
Well, not,
Oh, no, after.
I'll show it off during. I will stand right behind Jimmy and put it on his
Dude,
shoulder.
you'll be knocking shit over.
I see that goes on Jimmy's shoulder.
No.
That's gonna give Jimmy Wants to Be a new show.
No.
Hey. These guys.
Nice.
I gotta work with these guys.
Good night, Anna.
Good night.
Good
baby.
night, Anna.
Night.
Love you.
She checked out with a penis on Jimmy's shoulder.
Yeah, she had to. She was like, I can't watch this now. That's my girlfriend, you know. She doesn't want to see penis on my shoulder. I don't want to see penis on my shoulder.
Yeah, you
You just glance over and
Don't turn your head too fast. You get a black eye.
Just gonna scoot the chair all the way back.
So what are we talking about? We're on break.
We're on break.
We're on break. That's where I was like, yep.
I gotta stretch my legs. I'm sorry.
all right,
Normally I
we're on
sit,
break.
but I gotta stretch my legs. Bye! Dead silence.
Actually, I just really do have to move.
JD and I are here, so, you know, unless you're going somewhere. Are you going somewhere?
Where the hell am I gonna go?
I don't know.
I live here.
I know.
Okay,
I
bye.
didn't know if you needed any medication.
Oh, I got my. Yeah, that'll help.
Okay, there you go.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll go over my anime. A throwback, the Animatrix, awesome series, and I still say, you know, it's the best of the Matrix as a whole. And you know, if you're kind of curious about a lot of things that went on that they didn't cover in the movies, Animatrix will definitely answer those questions, like what exactly went down in the war.
Yeah.
You know, the first short that goes over exactly how the war started.
Yeah.
And
This is-
what happened in the war.
For those of you who aren't familiar with it, I'm sure there are a lot of people that are. The Animatrix was done as a bunch of little vignettes or small mini stories tied together, and some of them are continuations, some of them are just straight up one shots. And
They're all one shots.
Oh, they're all one shots. Okay, I thought there was like one or two that kind of continued. I think there was like a part 1, part 2, or something. But anyway, yeah, they're all one shots, and the beautiful part about it is they're all done by different animation studios.
Different artists, different writers.
Yeah.
It's really, really great, especially to see like a crowd that's that diverse come together and have so many great ideas.
Yeah.
Now there is one short in here that I did not understand at all, and I don't remember which one it was. Sorry.
No, overall, what rating would you give this?
5, definitely 5. I loved it.
Okay, I'm going to say 5 as well. It was one of my favorite parts.
I loved it when it came out. I watched it on Toonami when it came out.
Yeah.
And I loved it then, and I love it now.
Oh hell, man! I went out and bought it on DVD, and I watched it religiously. But I watched this more than I watched the actual movies. I thought the movie had substance, but once they revealed everything that they were trying to, you know, put across to you, the sequels kind of were lackluster for me. I mean, it was just a couple of action movies, you know.
Yeah.
Everything was already established, and
The second one had its good parts, but as a whole, as far as the plot went, I thought, you know, just
I mean, they're revolutionary movies in the sense that, you know, they did effects and try to play with some ideas on how to present the movie, and actually, you know, they had a lot of movies that were going back and poking fun or using those effects
Yes.
to better their movies or make an homage or a joke about the Matrix. So no such thing as bad publicity.
Now, I will say this. Right before I watched Animatrix, I actually sat down and watched Eraser for the first time in a long time.
Oh wow.
And, man, you want to talk about, you know, some strong resemblance to the Bullet Path from Eraser to the Matrix.
Oh, you mean Bullet Time? The Bullet Time?
Yeah.
effects? Yeah.
Huh. I wonder if that's a coincidence.
Well, yeah. You want to go back to the Arnie movie, but I mean, Eraser was good.
It was a good movie.
I do believe it predated this, though. So, yeah, I would say the bullet time had its beginnings in Eraser, and then they really messed with it in the Matrix.
Yeah.
And, it also has kind of created a subculture in a way.
On bullet time.
No, I'm just saying in general, there were for a while there, I don't know if there still are, but people that actually believe that,
we live in the Matrix.
We live in a Matrix. What we perceive in reality is not necessarily there. It's all a construct in our minds. I don't know, but that's a whole different topic for a whole different podcast, which will probably never be made, or probably is being made. Who fucking knows?
They have them.
They have them?
They have
them. Okay. Well, we don't need to go down that route.
No, we'll let those.
We'll let them have those guys. We'll let those crazy guys have that. But yeah,
we know people like that.
We do know people like that. I kind of dabble in the listenings of such things and whatever.
Well,
that's it.
This is what I find is the more I try to focus on that kind of stuff, the more it stresses me out and angers me and upsets me, and that's just not good for my quality of life or the quality of the life of people around me.
But you see,
so I just don't give a shit.
You see, JD, that the reason why it stresses you out is because it's the Matrix basically telling you that you're veering too far off the path, and it's trying to get you back into the Matrix.
Fuck that. You ever walk up a mountain? I'd rather walk on the sidewalk.
Just take some ibuprofen, go to sleep, you'll be alright.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm too old to be adventurous.
Just remember, if you ever experience deja vu, they've changed something.
Don't tell people that. We're going to get emails.
Oh, man. No,
I saw the same black cat twice. I know what's going on.
But resounding jokes and resounding jokes throughout cinema about the Matrix. Some stuff like Scary Movie. I think they even did.
Oh yeah.
Where they had what was his name? Eddie Griffin playing Morpheus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there's even a joke in Grandma's Boy.
Yeah.
About.
There's a lot of jokes in Grandma's Boy. So how much do clothes cost in the Matrix?
Yeah, JB.
I'm gonna get robot legs. It's risky, but I think it'll be worth it. We know people like that too.
Yeah, we do.
I try not to associate with them too much.
Wow. Sometimes you can't help it.
Because their insanity rubs the wrong way against my I don't give a fuck. And
he has a lot of don't give a fuck.
I sure do.
Well, you gotta keep that shit in stock.
Yes. Stock up on it like it's fucking World War III, man. Because nowadays, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
People ask me all the time, hey man, what's going on? Fuck if I know. Why are you looking at me like I know stuff?
Yeah.
The moment I have to start knowing what's going on, that means I have to participate, take an active role in it, which means I now am invested in that, and I have to care about it, which is that doesn't jive well for me. It makes me unhappy. So I don't give a shit.
It's like dividing the soul amongst things. You really can't do that too much.
No.
I've
got this. I got my comic books. I got my video games.
I
got my video games. Oh, and for all you fellow Tenno out there, Warframe players, the second wave of the new big update has hit, and almost all of the Warframes now have a Prime version.
Oh,
There's
wow.
only a few that don't. So that's really cool, and I got a lot of playing to do.
And that's for those of you who haven't played Warframe. This gentleman here has explained to me.
He has an addiction.
Well, it's not just an addiction. Apparently, leveling up in Warframe requires a lot of grinding.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of grinding.
At first, it doesn't take much.
Yeah.
But
and as you progress, apparently you were talking to somebody who had been playing for 3 years,
mm-hmm.
and the level cap on Warframe is 30. This guy you were talking to
plays every day,
yeah,
at least 4 hours a day.
At least 4 hours a day, every day. He's level 28, And JD was like, well, when are you going to hit 29? He's like, hopefully next year.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's a lot of grinding, man.
Yeah. And it's weird because I'll hop in the relays, and of course you get to see all the other players in your region, and I see these guys, and they're legends. Now you stay the hell away from them, and you know them when you see them because they got shit sticking all over them. They're decorated up.
Did you get that?
They're like, you're one of them. I'm gonna go over here because I don't decorate my warframes. Like I'm at a respectable level. I don't decorate.
He's not there yet.
No, I have plenty of them. I don't put them on. I like to be like streamlined, and I hide better than they do because I've run missions with them. They can't hide from shit.
Well, they probably don't have to.
This is also true.
When you're that high level, you can afford to be.
Yeah, they can get hit with a fucking planet and they're fine.
Yeah.
I get hit with a rock, I'm kind of fucked. I'm not dead, but I'm not doing too well.
Well, we got 4 minutes, folks, before we go back to our podcast. Is there anything else you've experienced throughout the week? Anybody that you might want to talk about? Any info that isn't like super duper awesome, out there crazy that
Well,
shouldn't talk about? Or
not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot going on right now that we can't talk about. I will say this: Predator 4 has been, or the Predator, that'd be the fourth installation of the Predator series, has been greenlit, and apparently it's going to be really fucking badass. And the rumor is that Arnie's returning to play Dutch.
oh wow,
That's what I've heard too.
And for those of you who watched the original Predator, the guy who played Hawkins, the guy with the glasses always telling all the dirty jokes, he will be writing and directing this new one.
Really?
He got put into Predator as a favor done to him for him by the actual director, because that director's first big movie was written by him. The guy who played Hawkins.
I know that.
Which that movie was Lethal Weapon.
huh?
So as a hey, thank you, he put him in Predator as the guy telling all the dirty jokes.
See, I'd like to see Dutch come back and then have Danny Glover come back as well.
That's what, and I've actually heard rumors about that.
That would be really awesome.
The funny thing is, if you read the comic books, Predator was based on Dark Horse Comics Predator, and Dutch was a character in it. The funny part was the follow-up to it was Predator Concrete Jungle. Mm-hmm. And in that particular story, which is what 2 is loosely based on, the role of Danny Glover was played, the role of Danny Glover was supposed to be Dutch's brother. So,
wow.
Yeah, they took a little bit of
liberty with it.
I guess maybe they couldn't get Arnie to sign on, or they thought it would be too ridiculous for Arnie to play the brother
Or
of
try
his
to
previous
find
character.
Or try to find somebody that would make a believable brother to Arnie.
Right.
Which to me, that would be the hardest part.
Yeah.
Because think of everybody from that era. All right, you got Stallone. No, wouldn't believe Stallone. Then who else? Dolph Lundgren. Wouldn't believe him either.
Yeah.
So
Dolph, maybe.
Maybe. That's really steep, though. That's a
then,
long way to ask.
Then,
maybe. You know who I would believe first? Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I thought you were going to say Danny DeVito, but
No.
twins. Come on.
That would definitely add some comedy in the Predator right there.
Which everything has gone silent on the whole triplets thing.
Oh.
Okay.
We do know that it is still green lit, but outside of that, man, there's nothing going on. Everything's being kept real hush hush, even from all my connections. So that's really saying something.
Well,
Yeah.
we've got 1 minute before probably less than 1 minute before we go to that.
Go, Jimmy.
Yeah. A little tongue tied there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Nope, it's time, dude.
It's time.
All right. Hold on. Hey, hang on.
Get back
Hang on.
to the podcast.
1 second, please.
Hold on, bad guys.
This is our video cast of the podcast. Oh, they are?
Yes.
I mean, probably can't be, but you never know. No.
Oh, okay.
We just talk about SEC the second.
Welcome back to the Nerdery. I'm JD.
I'm Jimmy.
And Chris?
And Steven.
And Lewis.
All right.
Yeah.
Once again, let's go ahead and take care of this.
Yes.
Obligations. No, come on. We love our sponsors. They're great people.
Yes, they are. They're
We gotta
awesome.
plug them.
And then after that.
Real quick, yes, yeah.
All right. Thank you to Captain Jack's Elixirs. Don't forget, they produce the Nerdery line of vape. You can catch them at CaptainJacksElixirs.com, or you can give them a shout at 281-837-3543, or our lovely comic book partners, Toxic City Comics. Of course, they gave us 3 to review this week. 2 were hits, 1 was a miss. But that's how it goes.
A negative message.
Hey, that's so we as readers can tell you as readers what you should and shouldn't spend your money on.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we're honest.
Because comic books, this is an expensive hobby, man.
And
really is.
And where to spend
Where to spend your money.
And
Where to spend your
That's
money.
right, because if you want to go to just any comic book store, you run the risk of,
Not finding what you're looking for.
disorganization, lack of customer service. But we found a comic book store that provides both, and we want you to experience it the best you can.
Hey, and don't
It's a little.
don't forget, folks. We're in league with Comicpalooza again this year. Don't forget, check them out. Come see us there. Go to the new website, comicpalooza.com. They've refreshed it. It looks amazing. Get your passes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Toxic City, their phone number.
And
409-229-1295. You can call Toxic City Comics, or you can go to their website at toxiccitycomics.com.
No, that's enough from Derek.
okay.
Okay.
That's right.
Well, we already talked about that, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we did. We didn't talk about this.
There we go.
Preacher Volume 1. Yes, I finished it. I'll start off. I'm giving it 4 capes. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. There were some things that weren't really part of my main appetite, but it is a good book. I do recommend it. And the other big news following right behind this, May 22nd, tune your television set to AMC for the season premiere of Preacher.
Fuck yeah.
And they did announce who was actually going to be playing the Preacher. And
Jesse Custer?
yes, it's Jesse Custer. And for the life of me, I don't
Now-
remember who.
Now, the last time I heard anything on them creating a TV series for this, I was told that Seth Rogen and his writing buddy were attached to it. So I don't know if that's still the case.
I did hear that too.
But, Preacher...
Seth Rogen, yes, and Evan Goldberg.
There you go.
There you go.
So, Preacher is an awesome story. It really runs the gamut on the human condition. You get to see a lot. You get comedy, you get friendship, you get romance, you get conspiracy, religion, all kinds of stuff is just mashed into this book series, and it does have an end. So, I am. This is one of the only comic book series I've ever read where I was satisfied the whole way through, even to the ending. I was happy with the fact that it ended the way it ended, and I don't need to see another sequel. I don't need to see a sequel to this. I don't need to see anything continued. It wraps everything up. Steve Dillon and Garth Ennis, they did a great job. I love the book, and it has been a long time coming from someone in this house to actually finish that book. But I hope you will go out and pick up issue 2 or volume 2.
I probably will. Dominic Cooper will be playing Jesse Custer. People may know him from Captain America: The First Avenger.
Oh, Bucky.
No,
he
not
was
Bucky.
Tony.
Howard.
Howard, thank you.
Howard
He was
Stark.
Howard Stark.
So Howard Stark, the young Howard Stark, will be playing
Jesse Custer.
That's
Yes.
awesome. I hope they didn't stray too far from the source material. That's all I can say. But with AMC's track record with Walking Dead, even though they did kind of do their own thing with the TV series, they still had the characters and they still stuck to the source material as best they could. But I think the main reason why they didn't was because they didn't want people to expect certain things. And it's kind of a happy surprise. It's kind of a surprise to see where the TV series goes as opposed to the comics. But yeah, man, Preacher is one of the best stories I've ever read.
I'm still waiting to hear something about Sandman.
Sandman, I don't know.
It's kind of in limbo right now.
I think.
Well, with Lucifer taking off the way it has,
Yeah.
To bring Sandman on now, I think that'd be putting the cart before the horse.
Sandman's. I think Sandman's. I've never read it.
I haven't either. I really want to.
But I can say I think it's more for an audience who's into the abstract. I have picked up an issue or two.
Sandman it does take a certain kind of person to appreciate Sandman. It really does. Even when I read it, I would really like to see it transition into TV or movie. Because last person I heard that was tied to Sandman was Love Hewitt was attached to it.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Thank you. He was attached
What
to
does it say?
Sandman.
Jennifer Love Hewitt?
No.
Jugs.
No, the Jugs. No, he was attached to it last time I heard. Tied to that project. So I haven't heard nothing about it. It's been a year since I've heard anything on it, and I was very stoked when I did hear something about it. But it would be very awesome if something about that would come out.
Tulip O'Hare. Would you like to know who's playing her?
Yeah.
That would be Ruth Negga. You might know her from Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She played Reyna in seasons 1 and 2.
Ah, yes.
Oh, okay.
Everybody. Oh!
Interesting. Who do they have Cassidy?
Miss
listed?
Porcupine?
I think I found him.
I'm glad. Well, initially, this was being optioned for a TV series
Yes.
for Showtime or Cinemax way back in the day, like 2007, 2008. And the idea of Tulip and Cassidy, which are Jesse Custer's ex-girlfriend and best friend, Cassidy being a Irish vampire that's over 100 years old, over 200 or 300 years old, and
I think you'll be satisfied with who they
and
got.
his girlfriend, being a former mob hit woman. They were toying with the idea of combining both of those characters, which I thought would really screw with the dynamic that they had in the books. And it's like you have that's what makes those two characters being separate the best part of it, because he's having to deal with his relationship issues on one hand, and he's having to deal with his friendship
With a vampire.
with a alcoholic vampire who loves his whiskey,
And sex.
and sex and drugs. And
yeah.
and the book,
The nerdy does not condone doing drugs.
right?
No.
But this book, I mean, it really delves into the deepest, darkest recesses of humanity, and you get to see a lot of stuff happen between the characters that makes you go, oh man, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of fuckery going on.
But it's a great series. Such a great series. Saint of Killers is going to be a character that you should watch out for. They put in there because his history is one of the best out of all the characters they introduced. I think his was like the most emotional.
Who's that?
The Saint of Killers.
Oh.
Like his origin is one of the most emotional stories out of that book.
Well, see, cast as Cassidy, you have Joe Gilgun, who's from England. Just close. Most notable thing I've seen that he's been in is he was in The Last Witch Hunter. He played Alec,
Okay.
which unfortunately I didn't get to actually watch it.
I did.
Oh man, that was a really good.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
But I'm going down the list. I'm seeing who all's in it.
Do they have a listing for Saint of Killers or Arseface?
Arseface?
Arseface.
Arseface. It looks like an arse.
Yeah. Yeah.
You mean a booty?
The initial reaction to most characters encountering Arseface is them puking.
Yeah, that's generally the route they go.
Let me give you some backstory on Arseface. If you read Preacher, Arseface is aptly called Arseface because he was a Kurt Cobain fan, and when Cobain killed himself, he decided that that's what he wanted to do, and he failed.
Oh. Yeah, he lived.
Yeah, and lived to about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's out there, that's for sure.
But just to give you some backstory on Jesse Custer, the story starts out with him being a preacher in a small Texas town. Yeah, there he is.
Oh, wow.
Saturday night, he decides to go to the town's local bar where everybody's hanging out, and he is drunk off his ass. And he basically starts pointing at all the bar patrons and basically
airing out their confessions.
Whoa. So Sunday morning, everybody's at the church ready to lynch him. And a soul that was imprisoned in heaven escapes. It's a child, a very young soul that was born in heaven, and it was spawned from a demon and an angel. And this young soul, no, a Nephilim was from an angel and a human.
Yeah.
Nephilim.
Well, there's different definitions of Nephilim.
But either way, this young infant soul comes down and inhabits his body, and whenever it does, it basically kills off everybody in the church. He finds that this soul can't possess him, but it gives him abilities, and the ability that he gains is if he tells someone, it's basically the word of God. If he tells someone to do something, they are compelled to do it. And he tells this East Texas
the sheriff
to go fuck himself. 2 hours later, the sheriff is sitting in the back of an ambulance with his own dick jammed up his ass.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I hope he was a mini-me.
Either way, and this is how dark it gets. Either way, his son, the sheriff's son, is Arseface. And Arseface is there in the ambulance with him, and he tells him, son, will you go get my guns? And his son is so overjoyed that his dad is... No, his son is so overjoyed that his dad is actually
talking to him,
asking him to do something for him. Like, because he got nothing but abuse from his dad. And he's so happy to go get his guns. And he brings them back to the dad, and the dad blows his brains out.
Now Arseface is upset.
Yes. So you can imagine Arseface does go on a revenge kick later on in the series. But this is a great book. Not for the kids.
No.
There is a lot of stuff in this book that is way, way out there, adult and mature. But
it's explicit like me.
Yeah. If dirty. Yeah. But no, great book. I highly recommend.
That's right. Oh,
nice. I highly recommend you go out and pick this up. It's well worth the investment. So, plus there is an end. You're looking at probably anywhere from 8 to 9 volumes at about $20 a piece. I think that's the retail.
It's not
price.
terrible.
It's not bad.
No, that's not bad.
It's not bad, and that's a thick volume. I mean, you get a lot of reading out of it.
Well, my next...
you go giggling, huh? Yeah, because I'm dirty.
Well, my next big read will be Superman versus Predator, because I've been borrowing that for a while, and it's about time I get around to reading it.
Yeah.
It's over there somewhere.
Where?
In that huge stack of comic books.
Don't worry, Kent. If you're watching, he'll get to it.
I will.
That's the one holding the trash can. No.
I'm better than that.
No. He's got it stacked neatly, kind of, with all his other comics that he's got to read.
But nothing's going to get messed up where it's the way it's stacked.
Right.
But then after that, I'll be moving on to 100 Bullets Volume 2, which is also up to get its own theatrical version.
That would be really cool. The concept that you described, I've never read it, but the way you described the book, it sounds like it's going to be a great film concept.
Film
or TV series.
Yep, both.
Yeah.
Both, and it's 5 very large volumes. This is volume 1 of Preacher. Volume 1 of 100 Bullets is twice this thick.
Whoa.
Yeah, and there are
That's what
5
she
of
said.
them. It is twice that thick.
Oh, well.
Giggity.
So yeah, that being turned into a movie, that's gonna be badass, and yeah, I'm gonna go see that.
So what was our main discussion topic?
Boobs?
No.
Can't go wrong with them.
You don't like boobs?
No, I'm not. I'm
Well,
just
what?
saying.
Come on.
No. Do you really want to make that a main discussion topic?
I could do that every day.
I know you could. I know you could. What?
We can switch.
What?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so why don't we talk about Comicpalooza and who we're excited to see?
There we go. Even better.
Matt Hawkins.
Lance Henriksen.
Matt Hawkins.
Fear Factory.
Matt Hawkins.
Matt Hawkins.
Lou Ferrigno and Matt Hawkins.
Matt Hawkins.
Lou Ferrigno.
Matt Hawkins a million times over. Behind him, everything else.
Oh, wait. As a good art. The artist for Postal.
Yes.
He's gonna be there.
The voice of Skeletor.
The voice of Skeletor.
Pretty much the entire
gotta get a
cast from the
promo with
original
that guy.
Alien.
Yes. Aliens.
Aliens.
Number 2.
Yes.
Number 2. 30th anniversary.
Which was
They are all back together. Fucking A, man.
And this is the thing I've got to tell those people. That was like the scariest fucking Aliens movie.
Oh yeah.
That was the one that had me scared. That I wouldn't take a shit or shower for weeks after watching that because I was afraid that some xenomorph. No. I was so scared to go to the bathroom or go take a shower because I was afraid some xenomorph was going to pop out of somewhere and just kill me.
And make you hand puppet.
At best.
Just uppercut him right in the butt, just wear him like a glove.
Well, it was the scariest because you're not dealing with one alien; you're dealing with a whole fucking hive.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it could
Hives are
be
bad,
anywhere.
they itch.
Oh yeah.
That's nasty.
I couldn't help myself.
Who are you?
Pour this in.
All right, who else is on your hit list that you're really interested in?
Hit list?
You know what? Me?
I'm not going to discuss that on the air.
Let's go over this real quick. Hey, Carrie, or whoever else that should be aligned with this, where's all the cosplayers? Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, it has not listed yet.
Not yet. I mean, I know it's coming, but I got a bug because I'm excited.
Oh, he loves his cosplayers.
I love the cosplayers.
Yes.
I love the cosplayers. I got to give my hugs. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
You know, and I'm going to put this out there. As far as effort and, quality of costumes, I gotta say, a lot of the males can really knock it out of the park.
Oh yeah.
The Spider-Men we saw last year, they were movie quality, and we saw a lot of really badass female cosplayers last year too.
They had the female Deadpool. I'm not gonna forget her.
Oh.
Yes.
She was cool as shit, man.
She was actually a doctor.
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa.
Because that really had Chris's engine going.
I can actually tell you somebody else that I'm surprised that I actually want to meet is Kevin Grievous.
Yes.
Played
Underworld.
the giant werewolf in
Yes.
Underworld.
Well, he was also a co-creator.
He produced it. Yeah, co-creator and produced it too.
He's
Yes.
another one that I'm really interested in meeting because he played that character wonderful.
He's been in a lot of shit.
2 movies too, and even in Rise of the Lycans.
Yeah.
Where you saw more of his character.
He has his on-screen presence. I mean, he's a big guy.
Yes, he.
Yep.
So I think I would like to see him in a comic book movie somewhere.
Well, actually, a fan posted it of him next to Darkseid.
He's written shit.
Yeah.
Now, is Tanya excited about Walter Kogan?
Good.
I think Darkseid would be a perfect.
He's one of the original Star Trek characters.
Of the original series or TNG?
Original.
No, original.
Walter Koenig. Yes, that is Chekhov.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's actually a TNG fan, not much of the original series.
I am a fan of the original series. I don't know how much it's going to cost to meet him, but I'd like to because the man is actually a nerd. I mean, he. If you want to talk about a collector, I went out and picked up all of the original series on DVD, and
You're going to go Philip J. Fry, aren't you?
Well, the special features, the special features on the original series. One of them was they interviewed him, and he was in his little man cave, and he had all of his collections. And one of his collections is he liked to collect figures of his character. So he has every Chekhov figure ever made.
Really? Wow.
In his collection. Yeah, it's really cool. Like he went out of his way to try and find all the all the action figures of his character. And I thought it was pretty interesting.
You're going to ask him to say nuclear vessels, aren't you?
Yes.
You got Jimmy really laughing. There you go. That's much better.
You're going full blown Philip J. Fry.
That was Star Trek 4. Yes, that was Star Trek 4: The Journey Home.
I just go back to Futurama. Say nuclear vessels.
Yeah.
Nuclear vessels. We'll say it in Russian.
Good time. I will do it.
Nuclear vessels.
Yeah, that was Star Trek 4.
Gut brace.
Yeah, The Journey Home. That was where they went back in time to go get the humpback whales to bring them back to the future so they could communicate with the space probe.
Yeah.
Well, wild stories from those movies, but better than the first motion picture.
Oh yeah. V'ger.
A lot of dancers' belts needed to be wear. First was like, dude, the guy up on the ladder in the bridge that's like reaching up. It's like, oh, dude, come on.
So my other cheesy one that I can't wait to see is just woo!
Oh,
Ric Flair, the Nature Boy.
I want to know if he's seen any of the YouTube poop videos involving him.
I'm sure he has.
I'm sure he has.
He seems like
Walter
I want his feedback of what he thinks of them.
yeah. He probably. I mean, seeing the
Jet
way he
ride.
acts, he probably thinks it's hilarious.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Jet riding, high fly.
No. It's jet ride, limousine fly.
Yes.
They're all pretty extra.
Very nice.
So what about Norman Reedus and Sean Patrick Flannery?
Yeah.
partners.
Of course. Yes.
Yeah, the book.
I'm game for Norman Reedus, man. He's fucking awesome, man.
I actually, we have a book that has been intended to go into the giveaway.
And now we have the opportunity to get it signed.
Yes.
Yes, the Boondock Saints comic book that I had the trade paperback. And we'll see if I can't get that signed.
And the only person you'd be missing would be Billy Connolly.
Yeah.
Yes. And I might just hang on to it until I can get all three. Because that'd be a hell of a thing for us
He's
to give
getting
away.
up there in age too.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding? Rocco's going to be there too.
Yeah, Rocco's going to be there. Put your
He
mouth
is in the
back on.
comic.
You look fucking scary, man.
So you get 3 autographs.
just
on
tell me
that
the
thing.
name of that
You have the opportunity to. But no, they've got a great lineup going this year. I think it's going to be amazing.
No, I mean, it was amazing last year.
Yes.
I know. I
God,
had an
yeah.
absolute blast last year.
So
Running
much to
around,
do.
getting to talk to so many people, getting to meet some of these people that actually they're
Normal people.
better than what you expect a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of times you expect to kind of walk up on an asshole, and most of the time the ones we dealt with really weren't.
You know, one of the most impressive things I saw was they had what was his name? I think Papa Voodoo or something like that. Wrestler, WWE.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about.
Damn it, I'm terrible. But he was done up, like he was in his wrestling getup, and he was just totally in character the whole time.
Yeah.
Like there's a video online of him like creeping up on this kid, and this kid's just scared, petrified of him.
I saw that.
And at the end of it, he like gives him a hug. He's like, no, it's cool, you know. But I actually got to see him do a group photo with Guar.
that's awesome.
Like,
Who you interviewed?
Yes, if you want to call it an interview.
No, it was.
I actually
Those
I'm
guys
supposed to
took
download that because I have a student that is apparently a huge fan of Guar.
We need to put that on the
And I
YouTube
let him know
page.
that it was actually interviewed. And he's like, "Oh my god, I've got to hear it." I said, "Well, it wasn't a normal interview.
No interview with Guar is
It's a
ever
normal interview
Great.
for Guar."
That makes it great. Yes.
When they're in costume, they're in character, and they are all, oh man,
Bill Cosby.
yes. I would cosplay as Bill Cosby. You don't need to cosplay as Bill Cosby to date rape.
And he was going over this in a serious ass voice too.
Yes. Like it was a
You
legitimate
had
thought.
Sleazy P. Martini, which I had never met in person. Like I've always seen it at the concerts. You always see a video of him. But I guess some of the guys play multiple characters, so he was done up as Sleazy P, and him talking about a cosplay BBW cat house in Vegas,
Which was fucking hilarious.
and then Blothar coming back. You got to forgive him. He was dropped on his head. What he mean? What he probably means is like a room full of 30 guys dressed up as Kevin Smith.
Insulin-resistant fatties.
Insulin resistant fatties.
I actually rewatched that interview last night, and honestly, what stood out the most to me was, look at Jimmy's beard. It was so little then.
And bigger.
That's right. He said it. It's getting bigger. Nice.
This time next year, I'm gonna have some beard rings.
Shit. Yeah.
And go like Viking and shit. It's gonna be great.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Are you going to include the smell?
Probably not.
Anyway, distraction.
Sorry.
You got distracted by that?
It gets better.
Oh wait! That was the gratuitous panty shot, though.
Thank you.
So it was like
No, that was not.
Oh, okay.
No, she did the back flip and it did.
Yeah.
Cover it up.
So that was like a double fan service.
Oh, it gets
It was
more.
one for the guys and one for the chicks. Because she cuts off his shirt,
Like.
And
and there you go. Oh yeah,
There we go.
that's the
yes.
gratuitous panty shot.
butt floss.
See, look at him. He's like, damn, I gotta take a peek of some of that. I gotta take a peek of some of that. Sorry, folks, I'm captivated by Animatrix. Haven't seen it forever.
Yeah, well,
And check the thong.
if you're watching,
It's on Netflix right now, folks.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
if you've never seen the
Oh,
dojo
geez.
scene,
Oh, jeez.
yeah,
Hike. Psh.
I wonder if they did mocap on this.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Now she's taking a
She
peek.
got to take a peek of what? Yeah. She's like, you black.
That's just dangerous.
Good stuff, man. Playing with real swords.
Yeah, they're half naked playing with swords. That's dangerous as fuck.
Hey, what could go wrong?
somebody gonna get stabbed.
Probably-
And 9 months later,
Oh,
Yeah.
uh-oh. It's over.
And it's gone.
I wonder what the operator was thinking through that. He's like, really, do I have to watch this?
Look, hey, back to Comicpalooza. What I want to see,
Right, put them on their way.
or make sure there is a little more anime, wherever it may be. Guests, films, and just anything. Just more.
Voice actors.
More. Voice actors, yeah. More. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, no, I did see a few actual. Let me get back.
we actually did get a
I can't remember what the
bump
names were.
last year from the voice of Garlic Jr.
Ah,
And unfortunately, from transfer to transfer to transfer to transfer, copy, it has degraded to the point where it's like really hard to understand.
damn.
Yeah.
You know, he was at Matsuri
He was
too.
at Matsuri.
Yes.
He was at Matsuri.
It was
So there's a good chance he'll probably be at
Now,
Comicpalooza
we
again.
do have
I believe he's Houston local, isn't he?
Yeah,
I think
he is
so.
a local.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Kumiko Ihara and Rinchan coming.
Those now. I looked up what they are, what they're bringing. I have no idea what that is.
Now,
They're hot, I know that.
I know.
Yeah, they're very cute.
They look very familiar. Have you guys ever heard of, I think it's Baby Metal?
Yes. Actually,
with
I'm
them.
a big fan.
Don't
Now,
even.
are
Don't
they
even.
I am.
No,
I
no,
can't
those
help
are
it.
the
I'm
two
a big
chicks?
fan.
no, that is not. No,
well,
because there's 3 chicks. in the
There's
front.
3
Yeah, there's
chicks.
3.
But no, don't even.
Okay.
That I will be completely fucking offended if Baby Metal came. And no, matter of fact, you know what, Carrie, if you are listening, I know you wouldn't do that to me.
it to him, Gary. Do it.
I know
Do
what
it
you
to him
think.
hard.
I know what you think about Baby Metal, and we're on the same fucking page.
Suspicious
Thank you.
item has been detected.
But no, those girls have nothing to do with Baby Metal. They are. I think it has to do with fashion. But I mean, I still don't know. I don't understand what they're bringing or what's coming with them. I don't know.
Well, let me see what I can find out about it.
Well, he's gonna look some stuff up,
Yeah.
Yes.
and we're gonna talk about something else.
Something else that is yet to be predetermined. So, yeah.
Well, we kind of had a plan. The plan kind of fell apart, so we're
As
kind of
plans
improv at the moment.
Yeah.
That is the thing about watching us live. This is pretty much improv. We have a very loose idea of what we want to do, but we want to keep it real and not so scripted.
I don't like scripted. It sounds sterile.
Yeah, we don't want it. We don't want it to be that
This is
way.
recorded live, and this is also put straight up for archive. This is not edited.
I don't
No
edit
fucking safety
anything.
net. No safety net, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody breaks a chair, it's up there for.
You're watching the 3-ring circus right here, man. We're just going out. We're a bunch of
You
clowns.
will never
popping
live
out of
that
fucking-
down.
No, I won't.
Sometimes it's a bunch of clowns.
Not until somebody
popping
else
out of
breaks them.
little cars. Sometimes it's taming a line.
Highly
Sometimes it's
unlikely on this
trapeze
show.
act. You don't know what you
I don't
get.
know. This table's kind of rickety.
Uh-oh.
Season 100 show. 100 show.
Right here from this end of the couch.
Got to do the whole Macho Man,
Oh yeah!
Okay, that I might do.
is ready.
Hey, freak show!
Nice.
I have been known to randomly post a picture of Macho Man for no reason.
Perfect. I love it.
Okay, it looks like both of them do a lot of cosplay.
Yes, it was
Designing.
fashion culture, basically.
Yeah. In particular, one does regular cosplay, one does Lolita cosplay.
Oh, that's a little better.
Kimura
Yeah.
is Lolita. She designs the Lolita cosplay brands of clothing.
Jeez. Whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna go say hi to her.
So just your size.
Yeah.
Just size.
I'm gonna go say hi to her, definitely.
Yeah. Little AB.
But yeah, but I mean, as far as like especially who was there last year. Damn, they better bring it.
Yeah,
better bring it
it
this
was definitely last year was awesome.
Yeah.
And that's the one bad part. I guess you could say is I have really high expectations for this year.
Yeah. Well, what was it? It was your first day. We wound up walking around the con with Matt Hawkins.
we went rolling with Matt Hawkins, which was
That ain't
an
fucking
amazing
normal, dude.
thing.
Yeah.
Because
for
he
anybody.
was all business sense during the interview. Everything was cool. As soon as the camera went off, hey man, did you hear about any drama since you've been here? I heard there's an art swiper 4 hours over. No shit. You want to go for a walk?
Yeah.
Sure. All right, guys. I'll be back in a little bit.
Now, of course, next time when we go, hopefully, I want to talk to some more of the guys at Top Cow because we didn't really get to talk to them.
Yeah.
very
No. But also at the time, we were also just getting into Top Cow. And since I've read a lot more stuff that is not.
He totally went fanboy.
Yeah,
my God.
first Matt Hawkins. I wasn't ready. I wasn't
No, you
mentally
weren't.
prepared.
It was just a out of the blue interview. We didn't know we were going to get it, and we're doing this. It was
it's
a
a press-
round robin, and we're like, hey, we're doing this press junket, and
Which press
He
junket
looks
is
over.
pretty much speed dating for press.
Yeah.
he looks over and he grabs. And he's like, "Do you see that guy? Do you know who that is?" Well, yeah, it's Matt Hawkins. He goes, "I know, and I'm not ready."
This will be my first comic.
You better get ready. He's coming over.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is Baby Boy's first
That's my first comic.
Comicpalooza.
And I'm very excited. I'm very stoked.
You better be ready.
They have some good shoes. Don't forget
Yes. Yes.
I've been wearing these a-holes right here.
None of this nap
Yeah,
time,
no.
man. No nap time.
I went very
And remember to
for that
stretch.
series.
Remember to stretch, like you kept saying.
yeah,
all the time. Gotta keep
stretch.
stretching.
First thing I said.
Oh God, so much
Stretch, man.
walking.
Well, that was my fault for packing Chuck Taylors when we did as much
Yeah.
walking as we did, and I'm a fat guy.
But of course, now you know.
yes.
But at the same time, this is still going to be different. And in Missouri, that was free for all. That was game.
Yeah.
We're gonna have our itinerary.
No, I'm bringing a
We're gonna be-
backpack this
We're
time.
gonna be split, scatter
This-
together. Split, scatter together. Split,
this is
scatter
a job.
together.
Chris and I will probably be running dispatch and sending everybody, hey, you need to go over here right now.
If at any point you feel like, if at any point you're wondering what the fuck you should be doing, ask.
Yes.
What's going on?
Don't,
Where are we
don't
doing?
run,
Where are we going?
Don't run it off.
Yeah.
Don't run off.
Don't let the merch get you.
Well,
You know ahead of time you got nothing going on. Go.
Yeah, I mean, but we also have enough people this time that
This time,
can
yes.
cover all-
We should have a little bit of a freer schedule per individual.
We'll be more organized.
Yes.
That's why. Yes.
Yeah. We were
Yes.
very last minute last year.
That too.
And it
Yeah,
was-
we
it
were
was a
like
surprise.
we were the last ones
We're the
on
last
everything.
We were the last ones to be put in.
Yeah, and when it
JD was like, "We're doing press." What? We got how long? 3 weeks? Fuck.
Yeah.
yeah, that's about how much time we had to get everything done.
3 or 3.5 weeks, man.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't
But we
bad,
got it done.
bad day.
Yeah.
and I literally just came in as a helping hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
good
year,
shit.
I missed
this
out
is
on
gonna be amazing,
miscommunication.
man.
We're more prepared. It'll be more
This is the
organized.
thing.
It'll be good.
This is
It'll
the
be good.
thing about Comicpalooza. I went probably about 4 years ago, and it was probably I don't want to say half the size of what it was last year.
4 years ago,
Yes,
it was half the
it was
size.
half the size. Last year they had almost the entire convention hall on the bottom floor.
Yeah, it was booming.
The whole
Oh,
thing.
the bottom floor? Yeah, it
Yeah.
was the whole bottom floor.
The
Yeah.
whole
The whole
bottom
bottom floor and
The whole third floor.
The very
the
yeah.
whole third floor and all but like one section of the second floor.
Yeah.
Which they actually were still using for the wrestling.
You're actually
Yes.
absolutely right. Yeah, we definitely will be carrying portable phone chargers and everything
Yes.
else.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's
you're taking-
just part
taking
of
away
it.
from how I packed up, huh?
Well, that's actually we received that from Mr. Too Many Names Are Gone.
That would be
He said-
David.
That's it. Okay, David. He's saying, yeah, you definitely want to carry it. Now, I normally have a charger with me. I'm actually going to carry 2 or more this time, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
That's why I got that big ass anchor battery.
Well, see, I have that big one, but
motherfucker.
I'm
He's
also
got
going to have
big
a few,
battery.
You can use mine.
a few small ones just in case of a
You're
quick.
still going.
He's got
It'll be in
one
the
that's
room.
about half
Yeah,
the
I'm
size.
still
of your
going.
battery.
No, I'm going.
I ain't
You can
carrying
use my
all that.
stuff.
I am really happy that my wife got me the new
Penis.
Windows phone. No, I don't need a new penis. I mean, this one's old, but you know it's not wore out. Gotta have good maintenance on it.
Strong like bull.
Oh yeah, like it's made out of concrete. But the new Windows phone, it actually opens most of the apps doesn't actually use an app, so it's not occupying a ton of space on the phone. It doesn't use up a ton of battery. It just brings up a browser
Well,
window.
and we're also going to have the new ways to record.
Yes.
More ways to record.
Yes,
than we had
yes.
folks
last time.
listening at home, we're going to get better recordings this time.
So a lot more of the stuff that we get this year will actually make it to your eyes than last year.
Yeah, I know me and Chris are burning down some serious cash for this go around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of my money's sitting there
Yeah.
and there.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm also and I haven't said it yet, but I'm also collecting up some pops so that we can start having some giveaways after.
And that
Oh,
reminds,
after. Okay.
that
I was about to
reminds
say,
me.
no, let's try to ease up on this.
Yeah, I'm not
We
doing
decided
anything
to do any
before.
giveaways
Let-
because we possibly
Might have a giveaway to
And
do
we-
with it.
There's-
Yeah, and I
it's
can
very
add that in.
possible.
possibly
Very possible.
again like the last year
Because, you know, Comicpalooza wants to promote, so we need to promote for them as press. The other thing, we have a Patreon, folks, so...
The Patreon is not up and running yet.
oh, fuck,
I gotta
we
get
don't
that
have
video to
Patreon,
you
I'm sorry.
so you can edit it because my editing software expired. Remember?
Fuck, I've been off.
Settle down.
I've been off.
Settle down. Come out there, wait. Hey. Tranquilo.
This man.
That's my shit. Hey. Tranquilo.
Who are you super excited about? Who are you super excited about the chance to interview?
Him?
Ferrigno.
Oh shit.
I'm with you on the
He's with me
Lou
on the Lou
Ferrigno.
Ferrigno. What about you, Jimmy?
I'm gonna have to say Walter Koenig.
Oh
All right,
shit.
Walter Koenig? Chris?
And if there's a possibility that there's either scheduled or impromptu interviews, man, I'm gonna have to say Norman Reedus.
Norman
Yeah,
Reedus?
Norman
Yeah.
Reedus.
Mine's kind of tied.
Matt Hawkins.
Three-way.
Matt Hawkins.
Three-way.
Calm down.
Matt Hawkins, Matt
It ain't
Hawkins,
gain
and
and
Matt Hawkins.
Actually, I have
No, Matt Hawkins, Aliens, and Boondock Saints. I want to know, especially from the latter two, can we look forward to something else? And there's been a lot of rumor flying around of a new Boondock Saints.
Yes.
Now I know the Aliens crew, it's a reunion, but there's also more stuff going on in that universe now.
Okay, I got a little bit I can possibly say.
Okay.
They're bringing media there so people can watch something. That has to deal with that. So it's going to be a Comicpalooza exclusive while you're there, only you can see.
You know, they've been doing a lot more unravelings at these conventions.
Unravelings at a con.
At a con.
Is like the shindig, so yeah.
Well, this of course all started with the whole Avengers thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah. Well, actually, I want to say, a lot of these releases actually started with games because E3s would have accidental releases because they always promoted special games at E3.
And someone was recording that.
Yeah, no, nobody has the ability to record anything as they're standing there.
Yeah. Well,
one of my reasons being of why we're going to be dressed as we are.
Yes.
Is turn the phone back, bam.
That's right.
And by the way, for those y'all don't know, thanks to our sponsors,
yes,
we will be actually pimping out nerdery shirts.
Yes.
Decked out with names and hashtags. Follow Lewis. They will be decked out, so those of you who are out there can actually find us really easily because the nerdery will be across the back, loud and proud.
Come hang
so
with us.
So you can find us.
Yeah, come say hi. Come
get your passes.
Get a hug, a handshake, something.
But if you see us just running by you, don't take offense. We're trying to get somewhere to do an interview.
Or
I might be chasing Patty.
Might be two people.
But we'll get back to you. Just try to stop us and come talk to us when we're not running.
Yeah.
If you see us running,
we'll say hi and bye.
Get out of the way because we're some big guys. You don't want us to hit you.
Yeah.
Once we start moving, it's kind of like getting in the way of a freight train.
If I'm running by,
it's really hard for us to stop on the momentum. It takes us about like 10 miles.
If I'm running by and you pinch my ass, I'll stop.
He'll want to know why.
I tell you what, David, if we can get people to sponsor it, I would gladly put those out there.
What's that?
Fall Lewis Tees. A picture of Fall Lewis.
Shit.
If we can get the sponsorship, great.
Hold on. Who said that?
Mr. Too Many Names Gone. That is a wonderful idea. That would be awesome. You're famous, bitch.
we can have an official idea for.
We can actually do a real life T-shirt meme with you. That would be awesome.
Well, we can do the Jimmy Wants the D-shirt too.
Oh! There's a hashtag around here.
There's really no.
Oh, people will pimp it because one of them had the little Deadpool D on it, and it says your name.
Yeah.
And it'll have your beard.
Have your beard. Put the beard down here so that anybody that wears it has the Jimmy beard.
Dude, I got so many ideas going through my head.
Oh shit!
Don't.
Dude, I got a whole box of pencils over there, man. I could draw this shit up quick.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's watched me do storyboards.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Pretty good.
Yeah, I can fill up a notebook pretty quick.
Well, I'm really excited about this comic book.
Yes,
I'm really excited about it.
I'm really stoked.
And I'm really grateful that they're willing to let us be media at it.
Yeah. That's actually really awesome in itself.
Gary, if you're listening again, thank you again, buddy.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
So we're inside of 2 minutes now.
Oh, there we go.
That flew by.
Wrap it up like a Trojan.
Final thoughts.
Trojan man.
That's your final thought?
Trojan man is my final thought.
Nah, man, take the bullets out of the gun. You can point it at anybody. They won't care.
Hey.
My final thought: Purple Rain, folks.
Purple Rain. No, who's
sorry?
There was a band that actually did a live tribute album years ago, but the name of the album was Purple Rain in Hell.
Oh shit!
And it was a Prince tribute album. It was just all recorded live at a concert.
Slayer?
No, that would be cool though.
That sounds like something somebody would do.
Final thoughts, Lewis.
That's funny.
Cool.
All right, mine. Savaske. Fuck it, I don't care. And if you don't know what that means, well, you're gonna have to go to the YouTube and look at the intermission and Jimmy and I talking about why I'm not stressed.
$2 he does not get.
So, yeah, come watch us and listen to us next week. Till next time, we're the Nerdery. I'm JD.
I'm Jimmy.
And Chris.
And Steven.
And Lewis.
And yeah, we'll talk to y'all then.
Bye.
Later.
Later.
Y'all can hang out for a minute.
Oh my God, you're still watching me.
You're still here?
Stalker.
Show's over. Close the window.
I actually had him.
Go back to your video
No,
game.
don't close yet. Check this out. I'm gonna do something for y'all.
Oh, he's got to do something.
here we
Damn
go.
you first.
I'm
I'm gonna do something for y'all. Ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you.
You looked.
What's up, douche Bigelow? Line up, you fucking nerds. Who wants a shot at the champ?
Whoa.